This is the immediate reaction to Brentford 0, Tottenham 2. And so going into the game, I thought the lineup was alright. Obviously, there was a bit of the blow that Flecken appears to be injured, although it should only be short term. But overall, I was happy with the starting lineup. And so going into the first half, I thought we played really well actually. We dominated the first 35 minutes, and then Spurs had the last 10 minutes of that first half. And in those 10 minutes, Yella unfortunately scored a chaotic own goal from a corner. But if you like, own goal aside, it was a really good first half. We were more of a threat. We dominated the play in my possession. I think if you look at FootMob's momentum bars as well, you can clearly see that we dominated the entirety of the game more than I thought we initially had. But yeah, it was a good first half, but we were unlucky to be 1-0 down. Second half was actually much the same in my opinion. I thought we dominated the second half until maybe the last 10 minutes where Spurs got into the game a bit and Sarr scored that counter-attack. But despite an alright performance, there's some things that really frustrated me about that game. The refereeing, first of all, was not that good. It was actually quite shocking. First half, I thought Jared Gillett, he got so many decisions wrong, and so did the linesman. I think we should have had 2 corners in that first half. There were blatant corners, but they just gave a goal kick. There was one where Bentancur just smashed the ball up into the crowd, and somehow they gave a goal kick. I don't see. Every player on that pitch knows it's a corner, but the linesman, who literally had a perfect view of it, somehow gave it as a goal kick. But honestly, I guess that's the game, isn't it? Obviously there's players like Richarlison that whoever he plays, he frustrates the other team, and well, of course he did it to us. Diving around and just all this general play. But what was sort of a bit bitter for me was sort of last 10 minutes of the game before Spurs got their goal. Son was diving around a bit and moaning to the ref and time wasting a lot, which, I don't know. It just left a bit of a bitter feeling because I always saw him as a better player than that, not that kind of person. But I think that really shows the position that Spurs are in right now because they're having to time waste and dive against us. Because they weren't in that game at all. They were holding on for the draw from the start of the game, and then we scored the own goal, and they're holding on to that lead, that 1-goal lead for the rest of the game. It's completely different to what you'd associate with Ange Ball. With Spurs and Ange Ball, it's usually 90 minutes of just trying to score. Doesn't matter if they score or they don't score, but they keep going. It was absolutely none of that. It was just defend your box, and they defended their box well. I'll give it to them. Because although we dominated the game, in my opinion, we had 20 odd shots and a few big chances. I think Wissa definitely had a sitter. I'd say we only had one really big chance, and that was a bit frustrating. I thought Mbamo didn't have a good game at all. Spence kept him really quiet. I thought Sharda didn't have a good game. It's not the first time I've said that, but I thought he should have done better because the amount of times we did find Sharda on the left-hand side, he really should have done better. Obviously, Damsgaard was, as he always is, brilliant. Wissa was okay. He should have scored a big chance. But yeah, I thought we dominated that game enough where we warranted a win, but we were unlucky, I thought, to have got the loss. I guess one good thing was Michael Coady, our only signing of the January window, who's on loan. Got subbed on for Aya, and I thought he played alright. He had some long throw-ins that led to some problems, and he appears pretty fast, and there was one time where he dribbled the ball out of defence into midfield and switched it to Kino Spotter, and I thought he did well. But yeah, I don't know. I thought he did well considering we lost. But yeah, I thought the whole team did well considering we lost. It was a good team performance. We just lacked quality. It really reminds me of Nottingham Forest at home this season, actually, where we were the better team, but they just defended really well. We made a defensive mistake that led to a goal, and then they got another goal. It's so similar to the Spurs game today. Like, we were the better team, but they just defended well, and our wingers weren't at it at all. But anyway, and also, before I just say it felt like we were the better team, I did check the stats after the game. We had 20 shots. We had like 2.3 XG. And so we really should have scored 2 goals and not lost that game. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next video.